Well, hey everybody, Martika here with a fun one for you. So, if you are just joining my channel for the first time, welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back. So, you all, I have a really fun one, especially with Halloween coming up at the end of this month. Sometimes you just don't want to buy anything, and sometimes you don't want to make anything complicated. So, I have come up with 9 different ideas, some easy apron DIY Halloween costumes. Yes, these are costumes that you can make from a simple apron pattern. And the pattern that I am referring to is Simplicity 9302. And the reason why I chose this pattern is simply because it is easy. Now, there are many apron patterns out there, but this is just the one that I pulled because it's great for whether it's for a girl or a boy or a woman or a man. It doesn't matter. This apron pretty much covers all. So let's talk a little bit about this apron first because I want you to see that there are not very many pieces to it. You have 4 different views of this apron, and it's your choice if you want to use the pocket or not. So if you are sewing view A, you have 5 pieces. If you are sewing view B, you have 5 pieces. If you are sewing view C, you have 4 pieces. And if you are sewing view D, you also have 4 pieces. But that can be lessened if you decide to omit the pocket. Now, for some of these, really for most of them, you probably will decide not to omit the pocket because they will come in use for your costume. So let's talk about the first idea. The first idea is a baker. You guys, if you're baking cakes, baking bread, or whatever, when you go into different restaurants and you see the bakers, they are usually wearing aprons. Now, you can add some accessories to this, like some fake bread that you can buy in the store, or little fake cakes. You can make those yourself out of like the little foam rounds and decorate it, have your kids decorate it, just make it really, really fun. And you can also pump this up a little bit and be a messy baker. You could have like little flour on your nose. You could put some flour on the front of the apron. You could just do all sorts of things to make this a really, really fun costume. So let's move on to the next one. The next idea I have is a butcher. And you guys, you can have fun with this one as well. You can take and make a white apron and maybe put like some red paint or something like that on there to make it look like you've been cutting meat. If it's for a little kid, you can make a makeshift knife like with some foil and some cardboard, and that would be really cute as well. Then the next one that I have is a chef. And of course, there are so many ways that you can go with this, and you can even pull pattern McCall's 2233 and do the chef's hat as well. And also in that particular pattern, you do have an apron as well. But if you do want to, kind of do the chef's hat, I wanted to pull that pattern so that you can see that, yes, there is one where you can do that, but you don't necessarily need it. If you don't want to do the chef's hat and you just want to stick with the apron, you can definitely do that. You just tie a bandana around your head or something like that. Something you see some of these chefs on TV wearing. But you can add like fake food, especially if you have little kids. I'm sure they have like a kitchen with fake food in it. You can Velcro some food onto the apron or put some spoons in the pocket and things like that. You can even do those things like with the baker and the butcher. You can add these things to the pocket to where they're sticking out. And that is the reason why I said you probably want to leave the pocket on most of these. So let's move on to the next one. The next idea is a barista. So how fun would this be? Like with a little package of coffee, you could stick these things onto the apron because the kid or the adult, whoever it is, don't have to carry these things. You could have like a little paper cup. You could easily go and get a cup, with like a little paper cup cozy or anything like that from your local coffee shop to really add to this to show that this little person or this big person is a barista. The next idea I have is an artist. Oh my gosh, how fun would this be? Just to do a plain color apron. You can do this apron in any color, but of course in white it would definitely stand out because you can put like different swatches of like the different color paint on the apron to look like you've been painting. You could add a paintbrush and even like a little artist palette. You can pick that up from the Dollar Tree very easily and add some little paint colors there. And you can also get your paint from there as well and really save a lot of money. The next idea I have is a gardener. How fun, because most gardeners do wear aprons. You could like add some dirt, to the front, kind of smear some dirt on there or some brown paint to make it look like dirt. You could really get creative with this. You could get like a little fake plant, to carry or to like stick some plants or some twigs out of the pocket to look like you've been pulling weeds or something and sticking them in your pocket just to show that you are a gardener. And then the next idea that I have is a grill master. Oh my gosh, you could have all type of grill utensils and things like that. And you can even get your Cricut cutter out, just like you see on this photo. And you can put the words grill master or whatever creative title you want to add to this apron to show that you are the master of the grill or your kid is. Now, the next one, and I definitely could not leave this one out since we are talking about sewing an easy apron. How about being a seamstress? You could put like a tape measure around your neck. You could put some safety pins on yourself. You could like sew some buttons onto it. I mean, you could just be so creative by being a seamstress for Halloween. I mean, how fun would that be? And if it is for you, how real would that be as well? And then last but not least, we cannot leave out the hairdresser. Of course, the hairdresser is going to wear an apron because they are doing hair. They're dealing with color and all types of different chemicals on the hair. So, I mean, you could literally go into your bathroom and you could take like some really small bottles of hairspray or whatever, stick it in the pockets of the apron. You could also, if you wanted to add your blow dryer to it or combs, or brushes, stick those in the pocket if you want to be hands-free. You can do so many things with this and sew this simple apron and just make it the most fun Halloween costume ever. And you are saving so much money. You guys, we are talking about Halloween on a budget. So I hope that you have enjoyed all of these amazing ideas, and let me know if you're going to try any. Let me know if you plan on doing any of these for yourself, for your kids, for your grandchildren, whoever. And I will see you in the next video. Have a great one, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.